in mid-2018. All right, let me just stop there. That's not the only complex that's going up and what's going on there. So when I looked at this, I said, okay, now, are there some investment opportunities for us? I'm not trying to go up north, but are there some investment opportunities for us? When I say us, I'm talking about people look like you and me. It's for us. And the next piece of information I read in the newspaper, I knew what was going on. The library leadership adds a White House vet. And the Obama Foundation tapped a White House vet money to join the leadership team that will develop the Presidential Library on the south side of Chicago. Presidential Library and Museum. And I said, alhamdulillah, yeah, there is a opportunity for people who look like you and me, if we're in a position to take advantage of it. But you gotta be in a position to take advantage of it, all right? And so, let me call your attention to this picture I have up on the screen right here. If you can see it. It's on my iPad here. This here is the site of the Obama Library and Museum. This is on, Hyde Park High School. This is right here on this site here. It runs from 63rd and South Stone Island all the way up to about, this is probably about 57th Street. There's a roadway that comes in here that's called the Palisades. And the University of Chicago, many of the sites here, and this is the Museum of Science and History, right here. This will be the site of the library. Do you have any idea how this is going to transform this whole Woodlawn community here? This library has the power to do a lot of transformation here. Right now, they've got people who sit on that library board who are making sure that minority enterprises, minority people are going to have a hand in and be involved in the development of this library. Not just the work there, have a development. Now I got a personal project that I'm working on. I can't speak about it on the mic. But if you want to know about it, come talk to me after I get off the mic. I only got 9 more minutes, all right? I got something I'm getting ready to do myself personally. But now for my next announcement. Last first Sunday, I put up on the board information from this organization called the Mission Asset Fund. Do you all remember, those who were here? And I talked about lending circles. Remember that? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now, I ask you again to do some research so that you know what we're getting ready to look at. But I've already talked to the Mosque Cares and they've already said they supported the development of lending circles here in this community. We can start here. And let me tell you, once we started here, my hope is that others in other communities, other messages or whatever, would create lending circles in their community. All right. I don't want to take that much time to talk about it here. Inshallah, next first Sunday, the first Sunday in February, I intend to be a little more detailed with what lending circles are, how they operate. But if you will go out and look at it yourself, you'll be aware of it. Okay, so yes, sir.
I remember the brother that was in the news.
Yes.
That was a Muslim brother in India. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for inventing this lending circle to put people poorer than you and I and change their lives, their economic situation, improve their credit, their credibility, and set them off the course of poverty into economic, stability.
That's correct.
That's all he's saying.
That's correct.
You can do it for us.
That's right.
Poorest areas.
That's right. In fact, when I talk a little bit more about what they're doing, this organization is doing, they're just taking what many poor people have been doing for years, but they're making it more public. And what they're doing is they're helping so you can establish credit. So many of us cannot participate in the banking system because we haven't established credit. All right, but this is an easy way that you can do that with lending circle. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. Inshallah, the first Sunday in February, and then doing the breakfast of the Savior's Day weekend. That's that Sunday. You know, that's a day of service. If you don't think this is a service, you have no. This is really a service, one of the excellent service we can provide. That day of service, I hope to be much more detailed in speaking about lending circles and what the power it can do for in our communities here in Chicago, but all over the country. Hopefully, when we come to the convention, doing a business breakfast, we'll do a much bigger presentation and talk about where we have made progress in our particular areas with lenders. And so this has the potential to do a lot for us, because Imam Mohammed said if we are to be successful, we have to be successful individually. If you are successful as an individual, financially successful I'm talking about, stable, then you can get with other financially stable and successful people and come together and do things in your community, all right? And do things in a way where you don't have to worry about getting your next meal, or worry about your rent being paid, or worry about, that is what we need to strive to do. This can help us get there for those of us who need this.
And just to be frank, our community's biggest issue is trust.
That's correct.
And listen to him. Akbar ain't asked you to go in your pocket and give him nothing.
Not a dime.
We say Lending Circle. We don't have a group of brothers that we appointed to the higher council of collecting your money.
That's right.
This is something that other communities been doing a long time ago, and shame on us for not being in it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody else is doing it.
It's right. The whole thing is about trust. But we see each other, some of us see each other every first Sunday. If we hadn't trusted each other by now, what's wrong with us?
That's a lot wrong with us.
We haven't come to trust each other, and we see each other every first Sunday. Some of you see each other every June. Okay. But if you want to get to know your brother or sister, get into a business with them. Okay? But this is what we're going to do. We cannot make progress if we don't. Imam Mohammed already demonstrated that it can be done. Okay? Because those people gave him money who trusted him. So it can be done. So, but it's so easy to do. It really is so simple to do. So easy to do.
Is there a company or something that is?
Yeah.
So can they look up this company?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the website. It's called missionasset.org. Let me put it up on the up here so you can see the web address.
Now, the opposite of trust and loyalty is to run out and join somebody else's lending circle. This is the Mosque Cares doing this.
Right.
This is you. So
right.
That's where the loyalty comes in.
Right.
And this is the new and improved. This is not the CPC from scratch that Imam Mohammed put together, and that didn't work because we didn't use any professional people. We use a professional site that's proven, and it's going to help us having that help.
And it's really laid out.
Not to say that what Imam Mohammed wasn't the ideal situation. The ideal situation is to take our professionals and put them together and do it. That's the ideal. So this is where we're going to start.
Right. Okay, so Mission Asset Fund, I have it right up here. missionassetfund.org. You can go right on your website, go right to the website. All the information is here. There's detailed information on how Lending Circle works, video. Everything is right, because part of this is financial education too. Not something that we haven't been doing, something I haven't been doing since I've been giving these presentations on First Sunday. I've been doing this for about 3 or 4 years now, maybe longer. All right, but Allah blessed me to find this quite by accident, and so it's gonna be beneficial for us. So if you go to the site, missionassetfund.org. The gentleman who started this, he was selected for a MacArthur Genius Grant. Okay, and just because of this is his life's work. He's a MacArthur. No, this is another guy.
What's the name of the grant?
MacArthur, the MacArthur Genius Grant.
What's that?
Genius.
Genius, like in highly intelligent.
That's correct.
Okay.
They only give out so many a year. All right, and the amount of money you get, the person, I think it's like $600,000. Something. It's a nice amount of money. The person can do whatever they want to do with the money. There's no strings attached to it. All right, it's called the MacArthur Genius Grant. He was selected for one because of the work he's done with this particular program. all right? And it's excellent. So I have 2 minutes left, and I said I'm going to stop. So research this for yourself. So when we come together next first Sunday, inshallah, you'll know a little bit more of what I'm speaking about. I want to take that much time. But I'm going to get into details of lending circles. And by that time, the Mosque Cares had already submitted an application to sponsor lending circles in this community. They're a 501c3 organization, and that's what you have to be in order to sponsor them. It can be among people here, and that may be people who are outside of here, who want to join us because they want to come to join a lending circle. This is the way it works. And we want to help any of our people. We start with our own people. We want to help any of our people become financially successful. And that's what this is all about. You become financially strong yourself so that eventually you can go to the bank like I can and other people now and go and buy your car, buy your house, or be in a situation that when I say, there's an opportunity right across the street where they're building that library, and we get together, that's an opportunity for us to start a business that can really benefit from that. And we have enough strong people that can come together, put some resources together that doesn't take money away from your daily life, but you can invest it and say, let's do this, and have enough trust with each other to do that. All right. So with that, brothers and sisters, that's all I wanted to say today. All right. I thank Allah for blessing me to be available and be here with you. And with that, I give you the greetings of Assalamu alaikum. And this will conclude the live stream portion of our program. And I hope and pray Allah that I'm with you again in February. Assalamu alaikum.